Hey guys, Jason here, Samco Workshop. Today we're talking about this 10K. 10K my rear end is what this basically is. Toyota does 10K, GM is the same thing for their 7K. What we're talking about here is the time for intervals for oil changes, all right? And we see this a lot, and it's very, very bad. There's reasons for it, but let's just cut right to the point here so you can get in here. Do not wait 10,000 miles to change your oil. Do not wait 7,000 miles to change your oil. Heck, it's hard enough to wait 5, and if I owned a turbo, I sure wouldn't even wait 5. But even all the pros, too. Look at the car care guy, all these important people that really know this stuff, that make a living working on vehicles, and he specializes in Toyotas. He even has many videos on it and tells you, too, forget 10K. If you want your vehicle to last, change your oil at 5,000 mile intervals, and if it's a turbo, probably a little quicker than that even. My opinion, if I owned a turbo, it would be every 4,000 miles, plain and simple. But do not play these 7,000, 10,000 mile games that they tell you. It was funny because with my Tacoma, they tell me 10,000 miles. But yet, my Tacoma comes on and says maintenance required at 5,000 miles. And then when you go in, they say, oh, it's for an oil change. But the dude told me I don't got to do it for 10,000 miles, but the truck's telling me 5. Weird stuff on how some of this works. But why does Toyota tell you 10,000 miles? Okay, well, Toyota Care. Because Toyota Care, you automatically get 2 years worth of free oil changes. And that's how the dealer tells you. He doesn't tell you you get 2 oil changes. He doesn't tell you that 2 oil changes, 2 tire rotations. He says, for 2 years, we take care of the oil changes, tire rotations. We do everything for you. Well, he's not going to do it every 5,000 miles. He gets to do it every 10. Toyota has to pay these dealers to do that stuff. And now, if they say 10,000 miles, they only got to pay him half as much as if they told him that you could do it for... Sorry, hit that battery button on there real quick. Where is it? Right there. There we go. Sorry. So Toyota doesn't have to pay him half as much to dealers. That may not seem like a lot, but when you think about the million cars a year, to have to pay the dealerships twice as much on each one of those things, that's a huge expense for Toyota. So it's easier for them to say 10,000 miles. Okay, it's also 10,000 miles means that your vehicle is going to last instead of being lasting, in the past. Forget these new turbo hybrids and all the crap they got out here now. But let's just go back even a couple of years ago and say a 2023 Tacoma. Okay, a 2023 Tacoma, if you change oil every 10,000 miles, it's probably going to die at 200,000 miles, 180,000 miles. That means you'll be back to buy a new one because you'll be happy it lasted that long, but you'll be ready to buy a new one. Instead of changing every 5,000 miles, we're now going to get 300,000 miles, 350,000 miles, and have zero problems with that motor. It doesn't. They want that shorter lifespan so that you got to buy more new. Okay, long-lasting vehicles are a nail in the coffin to a company, because if somebody's going to buy it and they're going to drive it for 10 or 15 years, they don't have repeat customers there. Okay, it doesn't work that way, and they realize that. So it's shorter lifespan. Plus, it's marketing. Okay, get to tell them too, our vehicles are engineered so that we only have to change our oil every 10,000 miles. They're that efficient. They're that well done. The parts are that good. We don't need to change it every 5,000 anymore. With ours, you can go to 10 because we're Toyota. We're the king of reliability. We're the best at this stuff. It's all BS marketing. Okay, change your oil at 5,000 miles. And like I said, GM does the same thing. Now, if you have a turbo, okay, oil viscosity and the way things work in that and how that is with a turbo and the lubrication that's required is so critical to turbo longevity and to the turbo engines lasting. Okay, they're working so much harder. Okay, we'll put it in simple terms. You got a motor and the pistons are working like this in that motor, okay? Here they are. They're going around and they're doing this, and this is it, and you hit the gas and it goes like this, and there it is right there, and it's doing everything, okay? The life of a motor, up and down. Here it is. Cranks rolling that piston up and down. In that cylinder right there, you got air coming in through the air intake, and then you got a little bit of gas, squirts in, boom, and it explodes. It shoots that down, and now you drive forward. Then it comes back up, and it spits that exhaust out, and the whole thing repeats, okay? Hook a turbo up to that. What does a turbo do? What does a turbo do? A turbo says, well, remember, in that cylinder, you got to work with an amount. It has to be a precise amount. Okay, otherwise you end up rich or lean in your mixture. You need a precise amount of air that comes in, fuel that comes in to create this perfect bomb explosion inside of there. But you can only get so much air in your engine, so this is as fast as it can go. Okay, this is as fast as that motor can go. And when you have a turbo says, no, I can put in a lot more air in there for you. So instead of just going a little bit, this thing's going and it's shooting all this air in there, and your engine's going, well, if I got all this air, I can go, instead of giving a little bit, a couple drips of gas, I can go and throw a ton of gas in there. Now your engine starts going wham, 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 wham. But it's really, that piston's cranking, and it's just going like crazy now. And this is where your power, your horsepower, your torque, boom, boom, and you're good to go. Now you got a turbo. All that wear and tear on that motor is going like crazy in there. It needs lubrication. It needs to be protected, okay? You're not going to do that if you got a turbo and you're going to change your oil every 10,000 miles. It's a death sentence, okay? You're killing it. Don't even bother thinking about it. Even at 5,000 miles, if I was buying a turbo truck or a car even, but if I was buying a turbo vehicle and I wanted to have it run for 150,000 miles, I would be changing this every 3,000 or 4,000 miles. Okay, without question, I would not even go to 5. There's no possible way I would. So your opinion is yours. You can go with what the manual says on any of these, like my daughter with her GM. 7,000 miles, they told her on it. No, we're going in at 5. She's like, but they only give me 2 free ones, and that's not till 7. No, they'll give you 2 free ones whenever you want them. That's another thing that you got to remember, too. You don't have to wait till your 10,000 mile oil change to get it for free from Toyota. Okay, I didn't. I took my 4Runner, my Tacoma, I take all that stuff, my daughter's RAV4. We take them in at 5,000 miles. First one's free. Great. When I come back at 10,000 miles, that one's free. Great. I come back at 15,000 miles. They say, you've already used your 2 already. Why did you use your 2 already? What did you do? Trust me, I'm okay with that. I'll pay the difference. Okay, I'll pay for them now. And now I just do them myself. But that's the thing here that you need to understand. 5,000 miles. Don't play games with this. 5,000 miles, forget everything that they tell you, and if you don't want to take my word for it, research it. Just type in on your little YouTube or Google thing and just say, is it okay to change oil at 10,000 miles? Watch all the videos that pop up. Everybody will tell you the same thing. 5,000 miles if you want your vehicle to last. Everybody will tell you that. So take it for what it's worth. Thanks for watching.